Welcome back, everybody, to Hayes Tech and ROM Reviews. I am David Hayes, and we are about to review the Moto 360 Sport smartwatch, and this is the second generation. I had the giveaway yesterday. We did have a winner. Bob, congratulations. And I will be mailing this out to you probably sometime this weekend. And I will give you an email. I'll send an email out to you, let you know. Of course, I talk to you on my social networks all the time, so I can always just drop you a line. But I got to thinking before I sent this out that I never really done a review on this, and I'm sure that there are people out there that are wondering just what kind of a watch is the Moto 360 Sport. And of course, you can go on YouTube and you can find all kinds of reviews on it. But you guys know that if I give you a review on a device, it's going to be on something that I own, that I use on a day-to-day basis for a long time. Now, I've had this watch for about 8 months, and for about 2 months solid, I wore it. This was my primary watch, and I actually liked it for a while. But as I mentioned in my video yesterday, the reason I don't use it is just because the watch face on it's just too small for me. I like a larger watch. I showed you in my watch reviews what kind of watches that I gravitate more towards. So for me, a smartwatch for me would be like the full-size Moto 360, not the Sport, or maybe the LG. I can't remember what the name of the LG watch is. The Urbane, I think it's what it's called. It looks more like the kind of watches that I'm used to wearing. And if you guys look on the tablet back here, this is more like what the LG Urbane or Urbane looks like. It's more, again, like the type of watch that I would wear. But we are talking about the Moto 360, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to Motorola's site for the Moto 360 in case I need to bring up anything about specs or anything like that. Now, before I get into this review, I want to talk about specs. You guys can find the specs by just going to Motorola's website. You can watch some of the other reviews out there. I'm sure they're going to give you what the screen resolution is, screen size, so on and so forth. I'm not going to do that. You guys know that my reviews are more, I kind of stick to what I know, what people are more interested in. Anybody can get specs. We can pull specs up all the time. What you guys want to know is, how does this watch work for me? How did it work for me? What could I do with the watch? Stuff like that. And we're talking about in a realistic environment, on a day-to-day basis, how this watch helped me when I was at work, at home, driving a vehicle, so on, and so on. How did it pair with my other devices? I can tell you guys from experience, and anybody that knows me know that this device right here, which is my Nexus 6, is my day-to-day device. Even to this day, I have newer devices. I have what some people would call better devices. Believe me, thanks again to John for sending the OnePlus 5, which this is setting on right now. I would have to say that spec-wise, just overall, that's the best device that I own. The problem with that device is the screen is too small for me. And again, we're going to get back to why I don't like the 360 Sport. Let's face it, guys, I'm not young. I'm not a young buck. My eyes are not what they used to be, even though I used to have, and I still do, to a certain point. I have 20/20 vision. My problem is what they call that old man's eyes, which means your arms are getting too short. I got to pull that watch a little bit further and further away from my face in order for me to see it. With this screen on here, it's only about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, from one side to the other. And it's fine for just seeing the time at a quick glance, and you can change the watch faces out to all kinds of variants. But to physically use it to look at my my notifications that I was getting on it constantly, I just couldn't read them. So again, that was the reason why I don't use it. Somebody that's a little younger than me or that has better eyes than what I have, this is going to be an outstanding watch for them. Again, Bob, you're going to love this watch. what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pair it with my Moto E4 Plus. Figure it's a Motorola, but I will tell you guys that I did pair this with my Nexus 6P. I don't think I did it with the Moto X. I did have it paired with my OnePlus One at one time, and the LG V10 that I'm videoing, the camera right now with. This is my go-to video camera. I was using it, every day actually on this device, my LG V10, and it works great. If you recall in the video when I was demonstrating some of the stuff on it on my watch review video, I had to cut the video because when I went for a notification, it went right to the phone, which I was videoing with, and shut the camera off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you pair this, get it going. So the first thing you're going to notice is the watch is going to start up, and you're going to see on the face, you're going to see tap to begin. All right, so you go ahead and tap that. It's going to ask you for your language. So we're going to scroll down till I see English, right there, English United States. I'm going to tap on that. And Bob, when I send this, I'm going to do another factory reset. And I'm going to tell you guys right now something that's a quirk about this, at least about this watch. If you disconnect it from a phone, you want to go put it to another phone, it factory resets the watch. I don't know why it does that. I thought I could pair it to several different phones, but you can't do that. Just so you're aware of that. Yes, you're going to agree to the policies. Now it's asking me on my phone, do I have Android Wear? And I don't. So what I'm going to do is we are going to go to the Play Store, and I am going to install Android Wear on my phone. So we are going to go to the Play Store, and I'm going to type in Android Wear, enter, and install. I'm going to pause this while I get this done. Okay, so Android Wear is set up. Now I want to do this so you guys can actually see the watch too. So I'm going to put the watch right here because you'll see the watch will light up. Make sure that we are plugged in. Yes. All right, so what we're going to do is you're going to click, after you load Android Wear on your smartphone, you're going to click Setup. Okay, you're going to have to agree to Google's services. Turn Bluetooth on, turn on. You're going to click Allow. It's already found it. You're going to click on that. It's connecting to the watch right now. Let's see if you guys can see the watch. It says a prompt to connect will appear. Yeah, notice the watch just said yes. So we are going to allow and click pair. And it is now connected. Now it's getting all the watch details right now from the watch. As you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up so you can see it a little bit better. What I should do is just set everything down and zoom in on it, which I think I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna set this down, and we are going to pause. All right, and as you guys can see, it is getting my watch details. You can see the watch running. Well, it was. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something else too. This could take a little bit of time to actually get the pairing done. It depends on the watch. It depends on the device. There's a lot of variables that go into that. But be patient. Let it do what it's doing. Let it continue completely, and when it's done, you are going to be very, very happy with it. I'm going to tell you guys, I really do like smartwatches. Again, like I said, if it wouldn't be for the screen face on that, I would be using that as my daily driver today. I love smartwatches. I just don't have the money to go out and buy, the kind of watch I would like to get. Now, it's saying copy Google accounts to your watch. We are going to say next, because I want it to, to connect with my name, my Google. My Google name. So copy to your watch. It's asking me. We're going to say copy. So it's copying my Google account over to that watch. And remember, guys, like I said, whenever you go to connect it to a different device, you're going to lose all that. It's going to factory reset. Now it's saying for security, enter your password, so I'm going to have to grab this quickly and enter my password. All right, now it's asking about Wi-Fi. Do you want to keep Wi-Fi on all the time? Yes, like I said, I highly recommend that you do that. I'm going to say connect. Chat with friends, yes, next, allow. Now what that's doing is that's allowing all of my chats, you know, like Google Plus, Telegram, my Verizon Messenger app, all of that is going to get sent over there. Now it's asking about the Google Calendar. Yes, so we're going to click next. We're going to click allow. It's getting the notifications at a glance. Yes. You're going to want to click on up here for notification access. You're going to want to allow for Android Wear. Now it's going through the initial setup and it's almost done. Actually, it says I am done. So we are going to click done. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get greeted with this screen here. Now this screen is basically for you to set up. Oh look, my watch was checking for updates. So the watch is done too. The watch is completely done. So, but I wanted to bring this up quick here too, guys, because you really need to see this. These are other options. Boy, I should zoom back out now a little bit here. These are other options, and this isn't going to look right. I'm going to pause this. Okay, anyways, these are options that you can choose. It says to keep your watch connected, allow the Wear app to keep running in the background. You're going to click stay connected. That's going to allow it to not go to sleep. Now, you guys don't have to. That's entirely up to you. It is probably going to run your battery down a little bit quicker on both your phone and your watch, but I do recommend it if you are one of those that are going to use this as your primary, you know, getting your messages and notifications and stuff. You're going to want to have that. Now, also watch faces. If you click on where it says watch faces here, go to more. This is going to show you what you have installed on your device. And you can actually change your watch faces from here or on the watch itself. Right now it is sporting the stock watch face, which is right here, this one. This is actually a very nice watch face. It gives you all the information. It gives you minutes, date, time, steps. Yes, this counts your steps. Yes, this checks your pulse rate, all that stuff. But again, those are not the kind of faces that I really dig. I'm more into something that looks like a chronograph type watch. This is the one that I normally run with right here. You could go with a simple elegant face. And if you don't like these faces, if you go on the Google Play Store, there are literally thousands and thousands of free, and I'm not including the paid watch faces, which yes, I've actually purchased a couple paid ones too, but we're not going to get into that. That's just something you guys will have to dig on your own. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one right here. And I think that it updated. Yes, see, it updated to that watch face. Now, okay, now we're going to switch over to the watch, and we are going to go. If you swipe up, this is going to allow you to get your. Well, right now it's into a tutorial mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out so that this focuses properly on the watch. Okay, swipe up. I'm going through the tutorial mode. It says swipe up again. Notifications will appear. Come on, focus. It says this is a sample notification. Come on. This is sample notification. Tap to get more information. Boy, I wish this would focus right. But anyways, guys, you get it. We're going to swipe this way. You can actually press the power button, stop, and go back, or you can. I think you can keep swiping this way to clear it. But if you keep swiping up, this is going to show you all the different things that's in it. Google Maps. Tap on that. You got archive, delete, you know, reply, all that. We're just going to swipe this way. You're going to swipe down and swipe this way, and keep going. You got Moto body, clear all. That gets rid of all your notifications and you're back to your watch. Okay, press power button to go back to the watch face. And it says press power button to open up your settings. Now in settings, all right, if you hit the power button, it should take you to settings, and it's not. All right, that's because it's on the cradle. I was hoping to do this. You can also swipe down and go into settings that way too. I'm gonna have to do this by hand, guys. All right, if you swipe down, you should be able to go into settings, which is over here. Under settings, you have your display, which, there we go. Come on. All right, you can change your watch face in here, adjust the brightness, font size, all that. Right now it's on normal. I'm going to go to large. I always have it there so I can actually read it. All right, so it just went to large for the font size. We're going to go ahead and swipe back. Swiping this way goes back, swipe this way goes forward, swipe up brings up your notifications, swiping down is also kind of goes back. But anyways, you guys can see there are quite a few different settings here. Gestures, connectivity, accessibility, personalization. That would be for like your clock face, input method accounts. Let's see, smart reply. I mean, you got all that. Okay, Google connection, and it does work. Or detection, yes, it does work. And it's kind of weird, but there's a microphone on this watch, and you can actually reply by Google speech to text. So we're going to go ahead and go back. System. You have your date and time. Connect and reset. This would be your factory reset right here. You can restart the watch here, you can power off, and of course this is your about if you want to know what version you're on. Moto 360 device name, versions, there's serial number, build number, let me see, it's connected, battery percent, system updates, and I think we are up to date. There we go, and it says system is up to date. So we're going to swipe this way to go back. There's the rest of the information. Swipe to go back. And that's about it for that. So we're going to swipe to go back. That's system. And there were a couple down here that you couldn't see because under display. I just want to go through these real quick. Watch faces, to change it, you can click on that. This is going to bring up the different watch faces. Updates available. Okay, yeah, we don't care about that. Don't care about that. In the tutorial, this is crazy. Oh, look at that! I just got a notification from Bob. Yeah, I'm doing a video, Bob, on your watch. All right, so we're gonna swipe out of that. And again, see, that was from Telegram. So you get all of your notifications. Guys, I can't think of anything else really to go over on this. Yeah, okay, I know. Now swipe down. I wanted to go back to settings again real quick. Trying to think. These are your apps. Let's do that again. That's gestures. You can actually have it to wake whenever you tilt your wrist. You do have wrist gestures like twist quickly, stuff like that. Launch tutorial, more tips. I wanted to, it's hard to do this looking through the screen. System apps, I don't think there are any apps that I installed on this yet. So we're just going to go back. Connectivity, I went through that. Accessibility, personalization. So that's pretty much it, guys. But I'm going to tell you from what I know, and which is not much because this is the only smartwatch I've ever owned. Smartwatches are awesome. I can definitely highly recommend smartwatches if you guys are looking for something like that. It's well worth it. Again, it will work with almost any phone. I haven't found a phone yet that this did not work with. Again, the list of phones that I've used it on, the Nexus 6, Nexus 6P, OnePlus One, my Moto. I don't remember whether the Moto X connected or not, or the Moto G, but the Moto E and the E4, well, these are the Moto E4. Both the Moto E4 and the E4 Plus, it connected with no issues whatsoever. I never tried it with my work phone. This is an Apple phone. I'm sure it will connect, but it is what it is. All right, guys, that is my review, my real-world review of the Moto 360, at least on its workings. I'm going to give you a couple things that I don't really care for about it. The band. Even though the band is very comfortable, it's a silicone type band, and I've cleaned it up. I'm getting it all ready for Bob. What I don't like about it is a magnet for any kind of dirt, dust, and debris. I don't know if you guys have had silicone bands in the past, or anything really silicone that you wear, like flip-flops or whatever, but anything like dust or hair or anything just sticks to it. Like those little toys that you throw on the wall, and or them little octopuses that kind of roll down the window, you know, that's what this is made out of, at least the band. I do know for a fact that the heart monitor and stuff on it work very, very well. It will tell your pulse. It does a really good job at that. It's comfortable. I did not notice the button on here hitting my wrist. Some of my watches I wear, that is a bother. You normally slide your watch up your wrist a little bit further, so that doesn't happen. As far as I would say, like sweatability, because watches, you have that whole sweat thing, that sweat factor. This is pretty good. It does allow for your arm to breathe, or your wrist to breathe, and you don't really get a lot of that sweat issues with it. But again, you are going to get some of it because it is a watch that sits directly on your wrist. It doesn't get set up, you know, with like a frame underneath it that allows for airflow. Some watches like the Casio Master of Gravity, you know, watches like that actually have a little brace under that sets the watch up off of your wrist. That's it, guys. I can tell you right now, at the time that I did use this watch, it worked 100%. I never had any weird reboots on it. I will say that the more apps you load on it, the worse your battery's going to get. I still could make a full day with a full charge on that. But again, guys, there was at the point when I first started this watch up, when I didn't load any apps, I didn't know you could put apps on it. The watch would go for 2 days. Once I started putting apps on the watch, you know, you know, stuff like that, video apps, you know, playing music, streaming music, stuff like that, then my battery usage just plummeted. So be careful what you load on them, because it will suck up your battery quickly. I hope you guys liked the review. I want to thank all of my subscribers, guys. You guys are awesome. Again, you're the only reason why I do these videos. I am going to try to have more giveaways as promised. But like I said, guys, the devices that I give away are things that I purchase. I don't get anything given to me, so it's going to have to be when I have the money. But when I do, I'm going to share it with you guys because, again, you're the only reason I do this. So thank you again. Please give the video a thumbs up if you found it interesting or anything on it kind of helped you out. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I will see you again on the next one.